Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on AI crypto projects. These are going to be my 3 favorite AI projects to buy and hold into the next bull run. If you don't know already, AI is going to be a major trend in the next bull run. And there's a lot of people already talking about finding the best AI projects. I believe these 3 that I'm going to list today are the best ones out there. Now, if you want to make your own decisions, that's completely fine. I recommend that you do your own thing, okay? I'm not saying to copy mine. However, I've done extensive research into many AI projects, and out of all the projects I've seen, these are 3 of my favorite projects. Now, I do like many others. If you want a top 5 or a top 10 video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll bring you some more. But this is highly requested, highly anticipated, so I thought it's time to bring a video on it. So if you do want to go and watch that video where I explain the next trend in crypto, go and watch this one, okay? I talk about why I believe AI will be big. Now, this video isn't as much as why I believe AI will be so big. This video is more why I am going to be buying these projects, okay? I'm not talking about AI as a whole as much. I'm more talking about these projects. So let's get straight into it. So Singularity Net, AGIX, this is the first pick that I'm going to go for. This is an amazing project in my opinion. The guy behind it, in fact the 2 guys behind it, are very intelligent individuals. And a project is only as good as its team. Ben Goertzel and the other guy, the co-founder, they are doing things in crypto. And more importantly, AI, okay? If you go and watch this guy here, He talked about Sophia the robot. You see this guy, David Hansen? That was his name. I don't know why my mind went blank. If you go and watch the videos on YouTube of Sophia the robot, this guy was behind it. And so was this guy. These 2 are very intelligent individuals in the realm of AI and in the realm of AGI. If you don't know, there's a very big difference between the 2 things. There's AI and there's AGI. Go and research yourself on the differences. But Singularity Net isn't just AI, it's also AGI. And you can see here one of their robots that they built, okay? So the benefit of Singularity Net is they're going to be building AI that doesn't depend on any centralized authority. They want to build governance mechanisms, they want to build trustless systems in order to get rid of the human intervention in these systems. AI is going to be absolutely huge in the future. Do you want AI to be in the hands of centralized authorities, centralized big tech? Or would you rather it be a more decentralized, more just, more equitable system? I would go for the latter. I think a more just, a more equitable, a more decentralized system is the best way forward. You can only imagine apocalyptic dystopian times with AI if it's in the hands of potentially people who don't always have the best interests in heart. So I believe the best way to mitigate that is to have no one in charge, is for it to be decentralized, trustless. And that is what Singularity Net are doing. They're building AI, they've got their AI marketplace, and there's a lot of stuff going on in this project. It's kind of like a company. So check it out for yourself. I'm not telling you to buy. However, when you look at the tokenomics, you've got 2 billion max supply, 1.1 billion in total supply. These are very healthy in my opinion. You've got more than 50% of the supply out in circulation. You've got a market cap of 61 million, fully diluted 106 million. I would not be surprised in the slightest if this goes over a billion in market cap in the next cycle. By 2024 to 2025, I think this is going to go to between 1 to 2 billion at least in market cap, easily. It's already gone to 500 million before, and AI wasn't even really a big talking point back then. There's already big speculation that AI projects are going to be the ones that go on to do the biggest disproportionate rallies to the upside. So if that is the case, getting some Singularity Net could really set you up for greatness, as I believe this is one of the most solid AI projects out there. A project is only as good as its team. They've got 2 very intelligent individuals behind it, and they seem to have the best interest at heart. They don't seem to be money hungry. In fact, they seem to be quite the contrary. They seem to want the best for society, and they want to build AI systems that are safe. I believe it's a great investment, but it's up to you to make that decision yourself. The next one I'm going to talk about, Ocean Protocol. This is kind of like to do with the AI of data. Data is the new asset class. If you don't know already, data is arguably the most expensive asset class in the world. I mean, every single second, so much data gets transferred, whether it's bought, whether it's sold, whether it's sent, whether it's whatever. So much data gets received every single day, every single minute, every single second. And Ocean Protocol are developing good systems in place to mitigate the problems of centralized data and some of the issues going on today with big tech. So I think this project has a lot of potential. Now, I'm going to be honest, I do not personally own this project yet. However, I am in the process of increasing my my research load into Ocean Protocol. Okay, haven't bought it yet. However, when I do, the Patreons will get alerted with a buy alert the second that I buy it. So I'm just letting you guys know, I don't personally own Ocean Protocol. I've had a few Patreons ask me to talk about it, so I'm going to add it into this AI video. And it really, really is smart. So essentially, this can kind of learn as it goes along. And that is the best systems of AI can do that. So they got the World Economic Forum Technology Pioneer. So it's very, very big. You've got some really, really big collaborations or partnerships, whatever you want to call them. You got the New York Times, you got BBC, you got Forbes, Wired, Harvard Business Review, MIT. Big names there. So if you want a really solid play in more of the data file side of things, go for Ocean Protocol. Obviously not financial advice, but check it out. This seems like a massive project. You can go and read into it for yourself, but they're already building a platform that's going to be related to AI. So they're developing machine learning models. If you don't know what they are, I highly recommend that you go and check them out. And they're building systems in place that could potentially really harness Web3's potential. So check out Ocean Protocol. This is another one I think is going to do really, really well in the next bull run. We're sitting at 73 million in market cap. Somewhat healthy tokenomics here. Could be better, but you can't always have everything perfect. You've got a an all-time high market cap of just under 800 million. So this has been a big player. We talked about Singularity being quite high at 500 million. This has been higher. This has almost been 800 million. So I would not be surprised in the next bull run if we see this anywhere under 5 billion in market cap. And I'm being completely honest with no exaggeration there. This is truly my opinion. So there's a lot of places you can buy it. You can buy it on Binance, many of these other centralized exchanges. However, if you're a smart individual and you want to go for a decentralized option, Uniswap is available. So that's Ocean Protocol. The third and final one, many of you guys probably could have guessed it, that is Viot. VAI. Now, this is my personal favorite investment for the AI realm of crypto in terms of actual potential gains. I'm not saying it's the best project in terms of fundamentals, but when you consider how tiny its market cap is, you can really see the long-term potential. And in fact, even in terms of fundamentals, I would argue this is right up there towards the top in terms of actual institutional adoption and usage potential. So Viot is going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be a big player. It's got IBM backing. And it's, by the way, it's trending as well, which is really, really good to see. It's trending on CoinGecko. If you don't know already, I've been talking about Viot for a very, very long time. I'm going to type it in right now and show you. It's done about 11x since the time I first mentioned it, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'm up about 10x on my investment, 9 or 10x. How much are you up? Did you get into Viot when I mentioned it? I know a lot of you guys did. So if I show you here, this is evidence, right? I went in the chat here and I can show you. So many people were saying, got into it a couple months ago and it was after watching a video and I'm up 5x. Right, you see all of these great comments. I'm up 6x but still hold. God bless you. People are made up that they made these massive gains just before Christmas. People have sold. They've made, 9x's. Thanks, Archie. I got a 3x. I'm up 3x, 5x. Massive gains. Even during a bear market. So go read some of these comments and you'll see for yourself that a lot of people made massive, massive life-changing amounts of money due to my, call them suggestions, call them whatever, right? I'm just telling people what I'm buying, right? I was buying Viot. I've been buying it for a while. And it's up big. It's up big on my money and it's up big on a lot of my Patreon's money. So I do highly recommend checking out my Patreon if you do want to have many lucrative gains come your way. But yeah, Viot for me is a great play. It's trending right now on CoinGecko, so it's starting to get a lot of attention. I don't know if right now is the best time to buy in, because maybe there's going to be a bit of a pullback coming into play, because we've just had absolute phenomenal gains. You know, in the last 30 days, we're up 537%. So we may see a bit of a pullback. However, I said very clearly I believe the bottom is in, and I was right. I mean, it could go lower. I'm not saying it's not, but I said that the bottom is in terms of this cycle. Now, I could be completely wrong. However, I don't believe we're going to go all the way back down to around 800k in market cap. That would be absolutely crazy. That would mean that we'd be back up another 10x if it goes back there. If it goes back down to that level, that is an opportunity of a lifetime. It really, really is. I even think at 8 million in market cap, Viot is kind of a steal, because I'm seeing this go into at least 500 million in the next bull run, if not a billion in market cap. So with that the case, you know, one to 2 years, we're going to see this at 500 million minimum, in my opinion. If that's the case, you know, are you really going to be sat there complaining about whether you're up, you know, 100x, or whether you're up, whether you're up like 60x or whether you're up 70x? Are you really going to be complaining at that level, or are you just going to be happy with the massive gains that you made? So I will be looking to increase my position into Viot, because I must admit it was never one of my top 3 holdings. However, I've made a lot of gains in Viot. I'm still holding it. I'm not selling. But if it does dip back down lower to around this range here of 4 million in market cap, I will be buying a lot more, and I'll be telling my Patreons when that happens. Because if you can grab this at 4 million in market cap, when this goes to 400 million in market cap, that's 100x your money. So I've talked about Viot's price a lot and the fact that I mentioned it, but let's get into what it actually is. It's an intelligent services powered AI kind of assistant, right? It's backed by IBM. It's got institutional backing. It has a plethora of different use cases. You've got the AI legal assistant. You've got the sales assistant. You've got the broker and aggregator. It's really, really smart. And talking about smart, it is smart because of the use of smart contracts.
Hi, my name is Viot.
You can hear it right now. So essentially, it's an AI assistant. You can solve a lot of normal problems which would need human interference, whereas now they can be done automated through AI. You've got the legal assistant, you've got the sales aggregator and broker. There's a lot going on here, guys. I highly recommend that you do check it out for yourself. It's got regulatory approval in a couple of countries in Europe. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely huge, in my opinion, in the future. You can see its partners there. You got IBM, Chainlink, you got a lot more, right? A law firm, I believe. So this is going to be huge. It's just my opinion. All of the professionals are doxed. You've got all of their LinkedIns. You know, this is really, really a top project. And even seeing this at 8 million, I still think is crazy. I was saying when it was at 800k, this is crazy to see it this cheap. At 800k in market cap. It's gone and done a 10x since then. And I'm still saying the same thing, because the project or the product hasn't changed. It's still just as good. And to see it only at 8 million is ridiculous. I mean, yes, seeing it at 800k was even more ridiculous, but I still think that this will easily do a minimum 20x in the next bull run. I think it's going to go a lot higher than that. I'm calling between 50 and 100x from this point here, but it could minimum do a 20x in my view. So there are all the projects that I'm, you know, looking at holding, or I already hold. If you do want to see the whole list of projects that I hold in my portfolio, I highly recommend going over to my Patreon. Okay, the crypto premium tier, you can access the portfolio. If you want to go for that bit more, if you want that one-to-one help, you want to get into things way before everyone else, go for the inner circle or the VIP boss tier. These are really for the serious individuals who take their crypto journey extremely seriously. Okay, the people who are the most serious about making gains should be looking in this direction. For the people who want more of a community aspect, they want buy alerts, they want sell alerts, and a whole lot more, the VIP Plus tier will really set you up for greatness. We're talking about TA in here, we're talking about trades, we're talking about long-term projects, long-term holds, we're talking about projects you can hold for 5 years, we're talking about everything. Macroeconomics, Bitcoin, low-cap gems, mid-cap gems, everything. Go check out the Plus tier. With that tier, you unlock Telegram access, you unlock buy alerts, sell alerts, and consideration alerts. Highly recommend checking it out. I appreciate everyone watching. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed. I do upload on the channel every single day, even on Christmas. So hopefully everyone had a really great Christmas, and I'll see everyone in my next video. Goodbye.